like a G6.
Hello everybody, today we will be doing something super exciting that I've wanted to announce for a while, but I wanted to keep it a complete secret for everyone. Basically, what I've been doing is I have been on the search for a new horse. So while Steve is an amazing jumper horse who is happy to do eventing and all of the above, I want something a bit more stocky and able to do anything basically. As you may or may not already know, Diva is my main horse who I've had since a very young age. She is from some best show jumping lines in Nightflower Equestrian Centre, which doesn't necessarily mean she has big bones. She is quite a slight Dutch warm blood, which isn't always a good thing. In the jumping world, it's a super good thing. So I've been on the lookout for something a bit stockier, something that I can take hunting preferably, because hunting season is now upon us, and just something very presentable and who is a seasoned hunter. So I have actually seen 2 ads that look very, very promising. I am only looking to buy 1 horse this year, but I think if 2 horses become available, then I will definitely snatch them up, just because I am in need of a few more horses. So I've contacted this woman called Brooklyn. She is a horse seller based in Moorland. She has very, very good ratings, and she has been suggested by a few of my friends. I have seen 2 horses, as I've already said, on her advertising page, who look very, very promising. Okay, so the first one that I probably won't come home with is called Star, aka Sky Full of Stars. So she is a very small horse. She's around 15 hands. She's very polite, very sweet. She's also flea bitten. I love a good flea bitten. If you don't know me, I love greys. I think I'd take home every single grey if I could. She's 8 years old, so a little bit older than Diva, which is very good. And she has 2 seasons of hunting, which 2 seasons isn't a lot of hunting, but it's enough if she's sensible. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go down to Moorland, try this horse, see her ridden under saddle by someone else, and decide whether I want her. The next horse is called Blonde Bombshell, aka Pinky. If you don't know, I love the colour pink, as well as a palomino. As I said, I am definitely a grey person, but I could definitely get my head around a palomino. You know, every girl's dream is a palomino pony. This horse is 16.3 hands high. She is a Belgian warm blood, so exactly what I wanted. She is from eventing lines. Which should ensure she has a bit bigger bones than my show jumpers do. She's 10 years old, so a little bit older than what I was looking for. She's also 10 years old, so a bit older than what I was looking for, but she has 5 seasons in her, which is very, very good for a horse her age. I think I'm just going to go out and see these horses, decide when I'm out there if I want both or 1 horse. You never know. Let's get straight into this video. So I actually ended up coming to Moorland on time, which is super strange for me. I'm normally super late. But the first horse I went to see was Sky Full of Stars, aka Star. She's a little 𝐿𝐭𝐵 pony, so not quite what I was looking for, but I was really hoping that she would work out just because she had the most amazing temperament. So I went in there and tacked her up myself because Brooklyn was running a bit late for this lesson. So Brooklyn did actually text me that day telling me to go and school Star by myself because she trusts Star and Star had no vices, therefore I was quite happy to school her myself. So me and Star went on a little hack down to the Moorland Arena. She was really sweet and I liked her a lot. Peep the little Moorland decorations of Halloween. That's how long ago this was filmed. As you can see, I was cantering along the beach and just having a nice little, get to know her. So our arena time slot was later than I actually arrived. So me and Star had to wait for the arena to clear. However, Star did this really nicely and I'm really proud of her for it. She was just falling asleep and napping the whole time, bless her. She was so sweet. I really wish, I could take them both home. The first thing I wanted to do with Star was just to warm her little joints up, as she's quite a small pony, but she was full of beans. I thankfully had my mum here to help me film, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get all this footage for you. So I've just included a couple of clips, unedited, of us just warming up. She was foot perfect. Then my mom kindly set up some jumps for me. We first have the water tray, which we probably shouldn't have done first, but she nailed it. Completely smashed it. And then we got the 3-bar, which I was a bit scared of, but she aced it again. And then we did a couple more jumps before we actually did these bigger jumps, but I didn't think there was any point in me putting in those jumping sessions just because otherwise this video would be super long. So after our session, I was super happy. She got lots of treats and lots of cuddles, just lots of love. Me and Star just went back to the stable, I untacked, and she was super happy. I decided I wanted to give her lots of love and cuddles after this because she did an amazing job. I cannot be more proud of her. Picked up her hooves and just gave her some love. So with Pinky, Brooklyn said that she could tuck her up for me and just bring her down to make it quicker. So she brought Pinky down, which is very kind. I wish I could have tacked her up really, but I trusted Brooklyn. She was basically just explaining Pinky is still quite young, so she could have a few vices. She can buck and bolt, which isn't quite what I'm looking for, but I can work through that. She was a beautiful Palomino. She was basically telling me all about her, and then Brooklyn kindly schooled her for me so I could see how she was under saddle. We did this on both reins. Then when Brooklyn was done schooling her, she came back in and basically told me, she's a very simple horse. You really don't need to kick that hard. I'm sure you'll figure that one out. But to swap over. So I basically said thanks to Brooklyn and I hopped on the beautiful Palomino. She's a lot higher than what I'm used to, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll get used to it. I gave her a pat before starting head off. And then what I did was just the same schooling routine as Brooklyn did, but obviously I was on board. Brooklyn kindly gave me a lesson while I was there, which is really nice. So yeah, we just schooled her on the right brain and then the left brain. Brooklyn then suggested that we do a couple of jumps. Unfortunately, I only got 2 of the jumps on like video because the other videos got kind of corrupted, unfortunately. But you just have me smiling, grinning ear to ear, coming back to Brooklyn and basically saying I would absolutely love to buy her. She is amazing and we were both very happy. So we just had a little walk back to Moorland as a cool down. And then I untacked Pinky whilst Brooklyn was basically explaining a few things to me, how everything worked and how Pinky liked things to be done. So she has this weird thing where she likes her bridle being put on before her saddle, otherwise she gets quite grumpy. It's really strange, but I just gave Pinky a nice brush down and a hoof pick, and then I also gave her some polos, as you do. Me and Brooklyn got talking about the horses and which one I would like to take. Obviously, I chose Pinky. However, Brooklyn did give me the opportunity to take home Star as well as a loan, which I obviously said, yes. Obviously, I work on my yard, so yeah. Anyway, we said our goodbyes and I went home, and I will be picking these 2 beauties up next week. In the future, I might be able to buy Star, but at the moment I'm not looking for her as a full commitment, if that makes sense. I just want to go to some local hunts, maybe some local show jumping shows or hunting shows. She is such a nice horse. Anyway, if you guys didn't know, I do actually have an Instagram. Please go check that out. It's in the link in my bio on YouTube, or you could just type up 𝑁𝑥𝑔ℏ𝑇FLOWER on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.